a bag that I have, special bag. It was like an old bag because I didn't want anybody to know what kind of flute. It's a very expensive flute that I have. And then he said, no, I threw it away. I cannot do anything. Then the policeman, they said the detective that they wait like 1 month. I tried to talk to the guy 3, 4 times, and then they let me see all the films, the videos in the airport, and he said, well, we cannot see anything. We don't know. So the flute was lost. After 36 years, a flute from 1940, all power. And yeah, there's one there. Go. Just left your stuff there. Ah, I know you did. Okay.
After that story, yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's 4 o'clock now. I guess I'm just gonna wait a little. But I'm gonna wait because I don't want to start with. I don't know if people's gonna come. I don't know. Let's wait a little bit more and then I start. Yeah. Because like 80 people sign up for the class, so I don't know. What do you study? You, you
I'm
study?
studying at the University of the Arts right
Oh, really?
now. Last year I was studying with Mimi, who told me about Esperanza and your work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. What year are you in school now?
I'm in the master's program now. It's a jazz studies master's.
For me, it's important to know who is going to be here for because I play a lot of classical music, but I also play popular music.
Yeah.
So for this, something that I do both. Since I was a kid, I was playing, you know, 11 years old. I was already playing with the youth orchestra there, 11 years old. And I was playing since I was 9, but at 11 I was playing, at 12 I was playing already concerts, solo concerts. But I love classical music, but then the popular music too. So that's why I try to have a class very open. Because nowadays you need to do everything unless you are like super, 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 super good. If you're a jazz musician, or then maybe you don't have a gig, you just are limited to do just that. But it's good to play everything because, like me, I play sometimes Miami Symphony. Sometimes I play like tomorrow a solo with my band. Tomorrow I will play. If you want to come, we have a concert here. I have a very good concert. And if you like jazz, you will love. You're gonna love what we're gonna do. It's very, very, very. Yeah. So, I think 5 o'clock or 5 or 6 o'clock. 5, but we'll start at 5:30. It's gonna be an orchestra first, playing a 16 string orchestra. And then I'll play with my band and some singers. But there we play good stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna play. I know you're gonna like it. If you're a flute player, you're gonna like that. So we do some Venezuelan music, but it's like a mix. It's like a war music stuff. So percussion, drum set, keyboard, bass, all that. Okay. Hi, how are you? Good. If maybe you can be like here. So it depends how many people is gonna come, and then we use the class like all together. And yeah, because we're just like 10 or something, and we because what I want to do is like everybody has a chance a little to play. And okay. So what do you play? Bassoon, okay. And you? Ah, claro. Bien, chévere. So for me, just to know, because then I guess if we are some bassoon players, some more wind instruments, we're gonna talk about some breathing and phrasing and stuff, and then I'll do some exercises for you too. Something will be helpful for everybody. Because when you do a master class, you need to know who's there to be good for you guys. Okay. You play flute too, or what do you play? You're gonna you just want to listen to it. Okay. I just need to know who's gonna play. So she's gonna play for sure. She's gonna play it. Maybe she's gonna play, and the bassoon also you're gonna play. Okay, tú vas a Curtis, right? Are you in what year? So you must be good because if you're in Curtis, you must be good. Yeah, I used to have a. I know a guy from Miami. His name is. He just graduated 3 years ago. So you made him a flute player, Sebastian. Yeah. Bueno, because I gave him like one, two lessons, only two lessons because I was in a tour in Miami, and then I met um, his mother and said, "Oh, my son is a flute player," and I so he was like a normal guy, and he showed up to my my brother's house in Boca Raton, and this guy was playing good, and I said, "Wow!" So I gave him like two lessons, and then he went to Corey's. He was like 4 years ago. Yeah, he this is just for because they want to record this. So I was saying that the music business nowadays have changed a lot. I mean, when I was a kid, I was telling her I started when I was 9 years old, and I started playing like classical music a lot with a youth orchestra in Venezuela, 1977. Then I came to America to study when I was 17 years old, directly with scholarships and stuff. The first year I came, I got a competition in Texas, the whatever junior competition, and then I came to New York, studied with Bernie Goldberg many years. Then I was principal flutist in Venezuela. Then I went to Germany to study with a lot of people, Peter Lucas Graf and Aurel Nicolet and Michel Schneider, a lot of big people there. I got always scholarships to go there from the German governments. But through the years, and it is good for you and for you there, and you too, they're young players, you're older player, but you know what I'm talking about. Then you need to be, in order to survive in the music world, you have to do more things now. Not a lot of people are going to have, to play the first bassoon in Philadelphia orchestra because, your teacher maybe is there, and after he take that job, he's going to stay like 30 years there, right? And what you need to do nowadays, and I try to tell a lot of students, they need to be open their minds to play all kind of music. So you can, sometimes you have a very good players. Oh my God. This is a tennis pro, friends of mine. Tennis pro is called. So you have to do many things. Sometimes I have seen a lot of, in my time, very good players, and in America, that you don't find the right job. I mean, you do a lot of composing, you do whatever you need in music, you can use it. It doesn't mean like I love to play flute. I'm playing like, I mean, for the last 10 years, I play 80 to 100 concerts a year, from soloist as classical music. And with my band, I've done 18 records, 2 Grammy nominations. I mean, I've done a lot. But nowadays, I'm composing a lot of music. It's my new love. So what I'm telling you, of course, we love to play, but you have to be ready in the musical world to do many things, because not always. Many times you do, when you have an audition in a classical orchestra, maybe 250 flute players will go. Boston Symphony, 1,200 people for one cello tutti, for one position, 1,200 people. So, it's very hard. It's a difficult job. But on the other side, the music always gives you so many beautiful things that you have the love for the music. And so if you want to keep being a musician, just be prepared, even to write music, in Finale or Sibelius, whatever you have to do in order for you to have success. Because at the end, you just want to play, you want to make music. It's very important for us to understand. And it took me a long time because when I was a kid, I wanted to be only the best flute player in the world. But then Aurel Nicolet in Siena, in Italy, told me, you are just a flute player. You are not an artist. And since that day, it was very hard. I was like crying. The master class that I went when I was younger is not like this, like so nice. The big masters, they are not like that. At least not in Europe. Europe, they're very hard. They tell you things like this, you're a good flute player, but you're not an artist. Like this. They will treat you like this. He's an old school. Bernie Goldberg, also very difficult guy. He's a nice person, but when I was 17, 18 years old, when I met him, he was very hard. Great guy. He loved me. He gave me this flute that I have, all that, but he was very hard with me because he said, I love you, so I want you, because he was preparing me for this, what I'm telling you now. Okay? So now this is clear. I know there's one flute player, bassoon and flute, right? We have to find out exactly what we want to do in music and how far we want to go. Some people want to be a teacher, for example. Then some people want to be performers. Some teachers want to compose. Nowadays, a lot of kids, I noticed that it's not like our time that we study so hard. Nowadays, the kids, they're in the telephone and doing stuff, and they don't have the culture of working so hard, like in the old school that we are, they're giving us, they don't treat us like you. I will never scream at her. Normally, to me, they scream all the time. It's normal. There was all the kind of education, but because of that, we have this temper to fight even more for our goals. Okay. So, who wants to play something? Oh, can we talk about something? I will start with the basic of wind instrument playing is the breathing. What I want to talk about this is because for us, when the breathing and the wind control is bad, then we are bad. For example, in 1992, 94, I went to the competition in Berlin, the Munich International Competition, which is one of the most important competitions in the world. Then what happened? I prepared 6 months, 1 year for that. After the first round, 130 flutists in that time, from all the world, 28 countries. It's Olympics, right? What happened when you're breathing? Back then, I was like the star in the school in Frankfurt, and everybody, he's going to go through, nothing. What happened? When you don't have control, you are nervous. What happened? You just off control. Then you don't have control the vibrato. Your air is here. You don't know what to do. And then I realized, oh my God, I have to do something about this. Nowadays that I'm doing a lot of yoga and breathing stuff, then I said, why I didn't do this 20 years ago? I would have won some more competitions. My career is also very successful, but still I could have done other things because I didn't know how to control the breathing. So there are some exercises that I will recommend you to do to learn, because the sound of the flute or any wind instruments depends on of that control of the diaphragm, on how much you can keep and how solid is that the whole system. So I'm gonna go through with that. Or I will maybe use you. You can play something. Yeah, come here. You can play anything. I don't care. Maybe for this, since you're gonna play more, you can play there. Just play whatever you want, and I listen to you. And
You want me to play into the mic or not?
yeah, like middle.
Okay. I'm just gonna play a simple melody by.
Yeah, exactly. So
Simple
yeah,
and
exactly.
Okay.
But because the microphone is a trick. Because when you play in front of a microphone, it's always good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So just play like this and.
Okay.
one or not?
Okay, for
Okay.
example, that the most important thing for her sounds very good, right? But I will say because she's playing some jazzy tune, so she plays with this that kind of stuff. That's where you have to control what do you want to do with this vibrato, fast, slow. But even when you do that, the most important thing with the breathing is how you keep those end of phrasing is so much important. And if you do whatever vibrato you do, you have to keep until the end. So the basic thing for a good stream of air is just make sure that and then to have the power to play loud and soft. Let's say if I tell you to play the same thing very very soft,
Okay. Right. I'm
you
also
you will play
Yeah.
one very soft and then you will play very loud.
okay.
The same phrase. Now, loud. Okay. The only thing that I don't like is the end of your
Yeah. Right.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure exactly. For me, you have no control on that vibrato because I'm here. But for me, she has no problem of air. It's good. But let's say I'm gonna try with her. Come here. You can stay. Let her play a scale. So come here. Just whatever you want to play. Like maybe a scale. A scale. Whatever you want. C major,
I have a song.
G major.
I have a song.
A son. Okay. Okay. This one is good.
I'll do this one.
You know what? When I give lessons, I tell the mothers don't to show up because usually the mothers they're always telling interrupting the class or commenting something and no I know but the problem when the kids are with the mother, then they act different. When they're by themselves, they are free and they say whatever they want. When the mother's there, and usually I ask her, "Oh, how do you like this song?" The mother say, "Oh, she loved that song," and the mother's always answering the question. But it's okay. Go ahead, play.
Okay.
Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead. Don't worry. We're just to learn. We're to learn.
No, it's
Okay, so I'm gonna go quickly. What happened? What makes a good sound in the flute, like you have it now, is to make sure exactly where's there it's gonna go. It's the same in bassoon. You have the amateur. Where's the air is gonna go? You have to have like a middle point. There's a special place here in the amateur where you have to think that the air is gonna. You have to blow exactly to that point. Some air is gonna go this way. Some air is gonna go inside. That cut, it makes a sound. So if this is not clear, then you will never have a good sound. So you have to have like this, yeah, and you have to have the control how much air.
okay.
So let's say if I tell you a good exercise to have more air is I need a piece of paper. Okay, I need more light. Okay, let's say if I do this. gonna put this air here. And this is how much air you need. Come here. You need to play flute or any wind instrument. See? So I have so much fire, so when I play, so yeah, when I'm playing, I'm pushing like this. Try to do that.
Push really hard.
Yeah, push really hard air. I'm gonna hold it, and you're gonna blow so hard here that this paper is gonna stay here. Go ahead. No, harder. Harder. Get closer. No, harder. Okay, now you're gonna take one note with the flute and try that. Play one note.
Any note?
Any note
Ready?
with that power. Now you have to find also the thing you're too open, right? So you want to have contact of the with the air has to go against this. Close your eyes and think about this. How the air is coming from here, very hard. You're gonna close your lips here, and then you're gonna blow exactly right here, and there's gonna cut right here, and then you're gonna have a good sound. Okay, go ahead. Just so they can see you. Go. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which note you're gonna play note by note. Okay, let's play low G, A, B, no, B natural, B natural. Okay, C, D, louder, more air now. E natural. You're playing. E. This one. This one. Yeah. You're playing. Because it's a band, so they play everything in B flat major, right? That's why. They think that E is E flat. So my ear is going crazy because
Oh yeah, I didn't learn E. I just learned E flat.
Okay, let's play E flat. Play E flat. Then F. Again F. And then G. Okay, now you're gonna push that the way you were blowing here, and you're gonna keep longer, much longer, like ta. Now you have a lot of air that just blow inside the flute. No, just blow inside the flute. A lot of air is right here. You have to blow inside. Okay, go for the low register G. No, a lot of air. So you see, if you have a lot of air and you have to change the aperture, which is the lower lip, and you're gonna go a little up, and then they will make you're like this, and you're going this way, using your lower lip. Just try that. So you see now the sound is much clearer, just because she fixed the breathing, the air. When you have the air is right, then if you're nervous or whatever, it doesn't happen. Because you're in your brain, you're always thinking, blow, 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 harder, harder. Because it's like water fountain, when you have a lot of air. When the hole is very small, what is gonna go with the water? Is the water gonna go here or it's gonna go over there? When the hole is very small. Where is going the water? Is the water going here? Or,
Concentrated.
yeah, but where is the water going? If I have a straight where? There or here? No. If I have a lot of air, it will go farther. Because the hole is very small. And when we play flute, the hole is very small. So we have the speed. It's very fast. You're going, please, give me your hand. So if I go, look. Is that fast or slow?
That's,
No. Okay, that you. Okay, and then do it to yourself. What is it? Which one is faster, yours or mine?
mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. No, no way. I have much more air than you. But I'm saying in the whole, also for the bassoon, what happened is that the double reed is going there, but you have so much pressure here. But the air, the more pressure you have, the more air, the more power you have. Usually, when you have the water like this very close, then it's go like right. And if the hole is big, it will go just here. But if the hole is very small, then it's going higher, right? It's the same in the flute and all instruments. So what you need to be clear is that air, everything is the stream of air is very fast. Why? Because it has a lot of air here and very small. Listen to the bassoon. Why is the sound? Because you have so much pressure in the air that it makes both reeds go crazy. And when they go crazy, this is when you get the sound. What happened to us when we have a lot of air and the air is blow against this edge? This is a small knife. Now, if you give me I have a Sharpie. I was going. I have one. Or you have a. I just want to show right here. Yeah, it's the same. If I do this, what? Why? Because I'm blowing against this edge right here. If I have a lot of air and a lot of air is going against this edge, then if you know this in your brain, you have the control, absolute control. Then you know if it's to open, I lose a lot of air, so it will not come out, and the sound will be like dirt, right? Even if you tell me when is my best sound. You see, the same. The flute. If I tell her to go ahead, I will show you now. We do something. I play, and you tell me where's my best sound. I'm gonna start very, um, just tell me. Very inside, very outside. And now she's gonna do the same thing. Though you need to find where is the right angle for your own sound. It's the same for you. You know when you know how much you're gonna press the reeds, right? You know when you have more tight sound, you press more. When you want more lovely sound, you have no, different. It's the same for us. We need to do that. So I'm gonna do one note, and you will tell me where is my best sound. So I know. So I know if I'm too open, it's like fuzzy. Then when it's too inside, it's too thin. So you have to have that middle point. But in my stomach or in my diaphragm, I'm just going. I'm going like this, like crazy. Only because I'm doing that, the hole is very big. But imagine to have this hole this big and to have the hole this big, 1 millimeter. That's how big my. So we're gonna try with her. You're gonna move your flute because when you start playing, your sound is just not clear. So you have to find where's the problem. Number one, the air. Number two, let's find the right angle where she will know exactly. We're gonna tell you, but then later you will play one note and you will tell us where's your best sound. Let's play A. Okay, low A.
Okay, I just like start with this.
Just a long sound. Yeah, you start. Go because nobody told you what is your best. Much better. And maybe we'll go like this. No, okay. You see now, like I don't know, 4 minutes ago she was playing turbo. Now she's playing much better. Just because she fixed the air, number one, and then I know I think in America you're not supposed to say you play turbo. They're always saying, good job," and when Mr. Glover told me the lessons, it was never like this. He was like, "Why are you playing like this? Oh my God!" It was like this. He never told me. He never told me, "Good job." I don't remember that part. And also in Europe, nobody told me this. They said, "Oh, you're playing bad," or something like that. I know, but I tell you this only for you to be better, right? So if I tell you good job and you're playing bad, you're going to be playing bad in your whole life. I don't understand why, but it's like this. But anyway, you see what happened. So you notice what I just did this? I don't know. I'm supposed to ask you if I can touch her, right? Can I touch your arm?
Sure.
Okay, good. Because I know. Well, I just did this because I noticed her angle was good. Because the first of all, you have to cover around almost 50%, right? And then for this 50%, you have to have this kind of una cruz, una kreuz. In German it's kreuz.
Cross.
Cross. Because in German it's kreuz. Kreuz. Okay. Okay. And then I noticed she was like this. What happened when she's like this? A lot of the air is going in the wrong position, so she can never have a good sound. First of all, she didn't have a lot of air, so also have no power. Then she has air now. She was a lot of air in the wrong position. So I just did this, and then she played much better. Okay, so it's very basic stuff. Even what happened when you're in a audition, very important. When you're nervous, you start doing all the bad things. You don't keep the air stream. You start just doing stupid things that you don't do. You don't know. You don't have the control of the air. Also, you have an audition. You have a gig. The first day, you're nervous and you start playing. You never played that bad in your life, and you're playing and you don't know how to control because you are nervous. So the most important thing also. But if you have in your set like a good tennis player, baseball, they have the routine. You see the baseball World Series now. You see all the good batter, Harper here. They always do the same thing. Left. The mechanics. It goes like this, do this, do this, do this, whatever, and he's there, and he know the ball's coming. Whatever I have to do this, don't do this, or golf the same. Don't do this, do this. You are thinking so many things, but in music it's the same. You have to analyze everything. After you do that routine so many times, it's just automatic. So when I know how to play it soft in the high register, I prepare. I have my amateur ready for that. I know how fast my stream of air is going to come. What is I'm going to blow higher, lower, then the intonation. You have to think so many things at the same time. So you need to have these basics so clear. So when the time comes only to play, I say only, but that's the goal. Then you are ready with all this. So you have to have all the basics good. So when the concert comes, you are relaxed. Imagine if you have to be thinking, I don't know. And I have to think this is automatic by me. You just do it and then you just play. But when you have a special moment, when you come out to a concert, then you're nervous, whatever, and then the sound, something happened. Always something happened. Maybe you have playing a gig with a microphone and the microphone is not sounding so good, and you are bothered because, or you are in a church, it's a lot of echo, or maybe it's too dry, and then you have to adjust to what kind of sounds you're gonna play. If you play a very dry place, then you have to play with more vibrato, but when you have too much echo, then you don't do that. Just play, I don't know, you don't need to force your sound. But in her case, she's so young, but you see right in 1 second, those small problems you can fix it. For example, let's try one more thing with her. Then we go with you. If you play you play A, right? Play now the high A, the middle A, and now you see for the lower register or middle register, you're gonna blow more inside. Now think in your head with this lip, you're gonna blow a little bit higher. You have to keep this pushing here. I'm gonna touch it. It's like this, right? For example, just blow now, like if you were playing flute, very, very loud. No, you have to push more here. Push. Yes, yes. You see what happened? You are fighting against me. So when you're playing, you have to think you have somebody pushing you. Yeah. Sometimes I can show you, maybe you come here, because you're big and you need somebody big who can hold you. No, just jump here. Here, so we don't waste time. For example, since I'm in, you can touch me, whatever. So you're gonna put okay. You're gonna put your hand here, and I'm gonna let my body into you. So hold me, right?
Sure.
Get ready. For two hands. Yeah.
Two hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're gonna feel here.
Okay.
How tight is it? You know?
Sure.
It's totally steady because I'm just pushing. See, it doesn't happen. So when I play a concert, so I can play anything. It doesn't matter because I have this. This part of me is like a robot. Yeah? I'm just moving like this. So you need to move in the concert. I don't do this. I will move a lot, but like this, because I want to keep the cushion right here, the stream of air open, my throat open. I have my resonance here, and I have the control on how much air, how fast I want it. If I want to play more jazzy, or classical. It's the same person, right? But I did two versions in 1 second. Wow, how I do it? Because I control how much air I'm putting into that. So this is for you. You see what I did? So you're playing that melody. If you can change this, if you have a microphone, also you open up a lot your hole, and then you have this kind of sound airy on purpose, right? For this kind of music. But then you want to be able to play clean and not clean. Even for classical music, if I play bolero, yeah, I can play. See, I didn't change now. I start like fuzzy sound, fuzzy, right? And then you do this, and then this is important thing. So when you're playing, you have to have these possibilities for the music, because the problem with instrumental music is that most of the time it's boring. Why is boring? Because the people are playing like Nico. Let's say everybody wants to play like mezzo forte, and you do changes. So the music is just like this. Music is like life. It's like this. The problem happy. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh, she doesn't love me. Oh, my heart. I didn't pay the bills. So you have many things. Then the music cannot be static. So in her case, I'm not through with you. So, no, because for me it's because I want to play, but she doesn't want to. She cannot play because she's playing bad. She's playing like. No, that's what. So when she has the sound, in order for you to have a building, you have to put the cement, right? The water and the stuff. This what I'm talking about is the cement, the water, and the I don't know how to call the metal stuff that you put in the building, and you do this stuff, and then you put the rest. And you have to go many meters inside the earth, and then you put these things, and then you start putting the building. If this basic stuff is not good, the building is gonna come down. And what happens many times when you are young like this, you have to have these basics very clear. If you don't have it very clear, then you cannot advance. Really, you cannot advance. It's same like a building. So we're gonna try again with her. You're just gonna play one note in the second octave. You're gonna have power like this, and you're gonna have to clear where exactly you need to put the air a little bit higher than the lower register, and you will get a good G. that you started there, it was a bad G, and now I want a good G. I think it's a G, yeah, right. A G. Remember when I did this to you, remember? Because, yeah, go ahead. Again, close your lips. Go. Better. Go better, go. Okay, go right here. For me, it's very easy because I'm like this, and I know because I don't know why, but it's like this. I just notice the color. I know how much air, everything. I'm like this. I said, blow higher, blow lower. Do this because it's just my ears are telling me. So I notice right away because she's blowing like this. And the instrument is asking you, no, higher. I cannot sound like this because it's the physical aspect of the instrument. So you have to blow a little higher. So when she's playing, or us, all of us, we know from here to here, you have this angle. From here to here, this angle. So it's up to you. You know how much you're tighter or not. It's for us this. And what is the position of the air? How are you going to blow, right? And then when you know this, automatically you're gonna change. So when I want to play soft, right? So I don't want to be flat, so I go. Then I play loud. I know I'm higher. Oh, I went like this right away. I have to compensate. But it's very important for us to know what is exact position for each note. So when you practice, for example, you play low, middle, high, the same note, lower, middle, high. And then your lip is going to be like here, or maybe because each lip is different, you need to blow more lower or higher because of the shape of your mouth. Because I have, maybe bigger lips or whatever. She has normal lips. Sometimes in the past, people used to say, oh no, it's better if you have very small lips for flute playing. Has nothing to do. Hubert lost many fantastic players. That's nothing to do. But in the past, they would say some super things like this. But I tell you 100% that is not true. It depends on how you control in your brain. Where is it they're going to be blowing? If you know exactly, then you can do that. And so, even now I'm going to use you. Come here. Because, but she knows how to play already. She's a good player. Okay, but let's do this. Let's do a little harder. You're gonna play in the. You play an A. You play a low A, loud, the middle, softer like mezzo forte, and then pianissimo the high A.
Okay.
3 octaves, right?
Gotcha. So the low octave is loud, high octave is soft.
Yeah. So
yeah, and the middle
loud, softer, and much softer.
Okay.
So that's not loud for me. Okay, when you listen, when you want to have sound, you can start doing it like that.
Yeah.
First of all, you just need the power. The power comes from here, like I told her. Push here. Okay, right there, it's almost good. Okay, go ahead.
Middle.
You know that you notice if you move a little bit inside the flute, for you, even less than her, the sound will be cleaner. Try it, you'll see. You see? You just move a little bit and the sound, you hear now?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm crazy. I don't know if I'm hearing right, but I think it's right. You play better.
It feels a little different.
Yeah, it was more focused. That's it. You see, it's just because she moved a small amount, a little bit. Because imagine in the flute, whatever you do is so small. Don't think big. When I tell you, open up, I'm saying open up. It's like nothing. For us, it's the same trumpet player. If you change a little bit, it's just a little bit for us. But if string instrument the same. When you say you're going like this and they move just tiny bit, then it's perfect intonation. For us, we move with the lips, very small amount. For her, it was more necessary to do this explanation. But for you, the good player already, make sure the adjustment is just a little bit. Okay, now you have the A, low, and then you go middle and high. Change. High. Okay, now you see, what's the problem there? What's the problem in the high A? What happened? What?
It's not as resonant.
But, okay, good, but it's something more simple. What is it that you have?
She needs to open her jaw.
No, but what is bad with that sound? What's bad?
Air.
Yes, exactly. That's the question. That's the answer. Airy. That's the question. Airy. Why is the next question. Why? Why? You can tell me why.
Because the air is cutting too far across the top. She needs to be.
Exactly. You just do that and you'll see you improve. Better? But still, we're wasting a lot of air. Why? You already said. Tell her again.
Open your jaw. and
Okay, open your jaw.
Angle.
So we already told you, right? Now you have to fix it yourself. You will see me tomorrow if you come to the concert. I play the concert with my eyes closed. 90% of the concert. I play it like this, and I'm doing my own work, and I hear everything there. And I do compensation. I do it because when I have like this, I imagine myself fixing. I can see my skeleton right now. I can see my lips. So I do that. Close your eyes and look your angle. You can see. I can see my air now. Right now. Close your eyes. We got play mezzo forte now. What happened? Okay, the sound is better. Now she has to have the same quality, soft. Easy to say. No, softer, much softer. No, softer, less. You see, that's the point.
Yeah.
I know you play something nice for me. I have not too much to say, but I'm gonna push you to see, so I can show you right now. So in order to do that, you have to practice a lot to have control. Because when you say you play jazz, whatever, with the microphone, the tricks, you can play bad and it sounds good. But sometimes with a big band, you need to play a soft high note, and the conductor is gonna say, "Hey, you, what's your name?"
Danielle.
Daniel, softer. Daniel, softer. And they say, this conductor is, I hate him. He always tells me to play softer. Why? But you have to have the control. So what you do, you practice that. You notice how the mezzo forte was very beautiful, has resonance and everything. But now when you go with the piano, you don't have the control. So how do you solve that? You analyze. What are you doing bad? Maybe you have to change, like she told you. Maybe you can make the hole here not tense, but smaller. Think smaller, not tight. Because here you have to be relaxed. You're very relaxed, but here you are close, tight. When you feel it's just in the brain that you say tight, it feels like no, but you're just closer. Make it smaller hole without tension, and then let it go, and then blow. Maybe it's possible, like she told you, you're blowing too high. But then when you do that, the intonation is going to come down, right? And if you are flat, why do you do the flute? In case that, in what happened when you notice that you are flat intonation, you have to correct again. And what do you do in the flute? Tell me. I don't want to play. Just tell me, because you have to know your brain.
Do?
What do you know?
What do I do? Maybe I don't know how to explain it.
No, just you think a little bit, because you already play a lot here. What do you do when you don't want to go flat in your flute? You blow higher or you blow down?
You blow out a little more. You blow
Yes,
out.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then you also the air, you keep it very steady and more air, because the speed, instead of going, because the hole is very small. Remember, I told you, very small hole. A lot of air, but the angle has to be, you control how much you're gonna blow down or up, and then you can fix that. Try it. You can start like playing mezzo forte, and then you're gonna go softer and softer until you get that better sound. Very good. And go softer, 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 softer. Okay, softer.
You
This
got a
is too
good
loud.
weak spot for me.
But this,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And if I tell you to play F sharp, it's worse. Try it. I'll show you. Play
yeah.
F sharp.
Okay.
Do the same thing. F sharp. No,
You
that's
said
not
F sharp?
F
Oh,
sharp.
F sharp. Oh, yeah.
High, high.
Okay.
Play. Yeah, of course. I'm me person.
Look,
Go
what did
play,
I come
play,
here for?
play
It's
mezzo,
good.
play mezzo forte. F
Okay.
sharp, right?
What am I doing?
F sharp. It's on. Now play soft. No, softer. Softer. Almost there. But then you have a lot of air
Yeah.
still. So what you do
Uh-huh.
when you're playing like in an orchestra, when you have no microphones, then you have to be clean, right? And that's why you work hard. So you have to do, let's try to do something now. Try to fix it whatever I told you now. Think about close your eyes, the angle. It doesn't matter if we're listening to you. Just do it for yourself. That's why I close my eyes. I don't care what they think. I play. I try to do my best for me, okay, and for you. Now, try. Start mezzo forte. Good. Better. Lower lip, control. Keep the air stream. Less, okay.
I had it for a second. I lost
Yeah,
it.
for a second you have
Yeah.
it, right? And then you have to keep it. But when you're playing, don't suffer. Don't suffer. You
Right.
have to be like, it's like suffering inside, but nobody has to be. You know when you're in a concert and an old lady, you play Iber concerto or cacciaturian, whatever, or a big solo, and an old lady after the concert said, "Oh my God, you play so easy. That piece is so easy." That means that you play very good because she doesn't know what the hell happened. We suffered a lot to play good, and if they think that's very, very easy, is that we play so good. When somebody tells you in a concert, you're going like suffering. As the people is going, "Oh, she's gonna die. She's gonna die. Don't die. Don't." You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. I
So
do.
so you have to be relaxed about this.
Yeah.
You're playing nowadays the relaxation is very good for wind instrument to be relaxed because of the resonance and you can play more. So don't suffer. Try again.
Okay.
Maybe play. I give you something nicer. F natural. It's very easy to have a pianissimo.
All right.
Start mezzo forte, and you're gonna go softer and softer. I'm gonna go 4/4, and you're gonna start forte, and 8 beats. You're gonna go to piano, and then you're gonna stay piano 4 more. I'm gonna count 12, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Breathe. Softer. Keep it softer. Keep it softer, softer, softer. Don't do vibrato. Don't do vibrato. Yeah. So what happened?
Yeah.
The sound came down. Why? Because the airstream, she didn't keep the airstream. She was doing very good, but in one moment, she didn't have this push. It's like when he was holding me. He can ask him if this was tight or it was soft. How was it?
Rock solid.
Exactly. Rock solid, because you have to push rock solid when you're playing. So do that in your brain. Think maybe one of the ladies can do this to you. Okay, try. Think about somebody's pushing you.
Okay.
You know? With it. F is very easy not to play soft. Go. 3, 4. Good sound. Softer. Keep it there. Softer. Keep it. Push. Softer. Lips. Up, lift up. Less air. Less air. Less. And then don't do this.
Yeah.
But it was 1 second, like 1 second that it was there. And then you have to keep it. And then in your brain you say, "Oh, I got it." Don't do anything. Keep it. Just could be good musicians are the ones who react faster to the mistake, an error, right? You know, there's Heifetz. He was the most important violin player in the classical music. He was Russian, live in California, and he will. They like in 1960 or something. They make a recording of his hands playing Paganini Caprichos, yeah. And they go, and they notice that how fast he compensates And the good musicians, the one who compensate very fast. If you are out of tune and you stay out of tune all the time, you're a bad musician. But if you have out of tune and you correct very fast, nobody can even tell. You can play, you do the correction very fast. So when you see, it's the same when you see you have a good sound, a good interpretation of that special note, just keep it and think, what do you do that is sounding so good? Your brain is going to register like a computer. That's why when I play, I know when I'm going to play a high A soft, I know already I have to go this. I have like 10 things that I think. So when the conductor is going to come, I'm going ta 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 ta, and then I play. But in my brain, it's like automatic because I practice many times.
Yeah.
So what do you do exercise? You're going to play like this, very soft. You're going to play breathe, breathe. Gonna do F, G, and A, and come back.
Okay.
So 1, 2, Sol 3, E.
Oh, E or F?
F,
E, F? Okay.
G, and A.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, breathe. Stop. So breathe.
Oh, sorry.
But
One more time.
This F is not good. Come
Okay.
on.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Too loud. Breathe. Better. Soft now. Good. G. F. Again, F. Don't attack, just blow without the tongue. No tongue, no tongue. G, no tongue. F. Okay, this is very good, but I know why. Do you know why it sounded good? This attack.
Oh,
Why?
because of the tongue?
Exactly, because you
Yeah.
don't use tongue.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because the 2 times you play, I tell you it's bad because you're going,
Yeah.
I tell you, don't use the tongue. And then, because the taste like explosion, like, if you don't do, then it's the same to you. You can do only with air, and the sounds are like, oh, instead of, you know. But sometimes a conductor will tell you, no, don't do accent. When you do a recording and you have a microphone here, it makes you crazy because you can hear how bad you play. Because you hear the recording and you say, oh my God, it sounds so bad. What happened? And then the sound engineer who said, no, about this, said, this is you playing. I said, oh no, I never played this. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. This is the machine. It's a recording. This is a microphone. It's not lying. And they will say, no, I never played like this. And then I say, well, I don't know. You want to do it again? And then you do it again, thinking it's very good. And you do the second time. And then you say, put it again. I say, oh my God, it sounds so bad. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is you. No, but I never played like this bad. And then you start this discussion until you realize that it's not the microphone, it's you that playing bad. And you say, oh, you are making a recording. And then you said, oh, you know, I feel an attack. Why? And the sound engineer, he's not a full player. He doesn't know. They tell you, no, you play like this. Oh, no, I never do this. Until you think, oh, maybe I don't do a tongue. Don't put any, I just come with air. And what you have in the brain that you thought it was just a nice attack, then you found it now. So you see, there's just little tricks that you have all the time. And these little tricks helps you to play better. The more tricks you have, the better you can play. Then you have tricks with the flute. You play a high A, the intonation is bad, and then you move this little finger a little bit like this, and in the F sharp doesn't sound, then you do the trick here, and you put this here, whatever. In the same bassoon, you have many tricks. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hello.
All right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So can you have a question in Spanish?
No, I think because everybody speaks English.
Yeah, I prefer Spanish.
But you can tell me that we translate. Okay.
Okay. Sí, primero un placer conocerlo, de verdad.
It's a pleasure to meet me. Yeah.
Y mi pregunta es, ¿tienen un truco para lo que son las notas largas? La distribución del aire.
He's asking if I have a trick to how to keep to maintain this long note. First of all, then, el truco, the trick or the knowledge is that, first of all, you can do this kind of, okay, maybe I need a white paper. Un papel, o ella tiene en su... un papel blanco. Yo lo rayo y después lo... Okay.
Yo le imprimí uno que dice, este lo imprimí yo, los otros es de colección.
¿Cuál?
Can you show what is the one that I printed?
So I just need one for I can do this exercise for everybody. It's just...
The one that I printed out. This one.
Entonces we can practice with Sebastian too. This you can make a copy later, right? Or no?
No, that's what I mean. What is I
This you can.
Yeah,
Can you
like this
still?
too. Okay, this one. Okay, okay.
No, I printed out.
This is a exercise that I use always, like this. Maybe you have to come closer, so everybody can see. I will do this line. This is the air. This is the note, right? You are asking me en español. Querías más cómo mantener esto. Entonces, one way is like this. I will do this. Look. Now we'll do this. Right? So I'm gonna count like this. You can take the bassoon out if you want to play. And then, because he's a good player, he's gonna be able to do this. But I wanna test him up, see if he can do it. So when you do tienes un ejercicio para hacer una nota larga, tú lo vas a hacer así. I'm gonna count like this. This is the beat. I will play. You can do this for me. You play. Come here. Just look here and play middle G. And every time I go like this, it's dynamic. So pianissimo, piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo, forte, and you're gonna go back. It's gonna go like. One breath, right? One breath. So, 3.
Oh,
No,
right.
in middle.
Okay, well, yeah.
No, but
yeah.
this is too loud. My God, it's
I
pianissimo.
know. I messed up. One more time.
Okay.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3. Okay, bad again. So you see, that's the point. This is the same thing. Baseball, you see the World Series. What happened when you have the pitch? You're waiting. You even strike out or you. They are very good. They have a lot of chances. The different in music and sports, and in sports you have many chances. Us, you have only one chance. That is when I have a professional players, Major League Baseball, very good. Omar Vizquel, my friends, glove, 9 times glove and all, gold glove and all that. And my friends, they practice many times and they try to it, but they have many chances. Us music will have one chance. So if you are in audition and you do this, you're finished in one shot. Yeah. So I'm putting you pressure, but I want you to be better. So don't close your eyes because you're gonna look at this. I'm gonna go with the finger like this. So the first one is pianissimo, right? 1, 3, breathe. Louder. Tonation bad. And keep it. What happened? What happened with her in the intonation? Yes, exactly. See, it has right away. Why? Why did that happen? Why?
Because I don't practice.
No, the technical. No, why? Tell me why. You can tell me. You tell me later, but tell me you. Why?
Too much air in the
What happened? Yeah, what happened when you have a lot of air in the flute, for example, in any instrument? What happened when you blow it so hard and you don't compensate? What happened? Yes, that's why it went sharp.
Yeah.
That's you started good and then it went sharp. So if you are in audition or whatever song, if the conductor tells you, or the band director, hey, what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, louder, please, louder. You why? No. But at least louder, but in tune. So that's the point. That's what I'm telling you. You have to think many things at the same time. So by a fact, if you say yourself, right? If you blow it so hard, you're gonna go sharp. So what do you have to do right away?
Point the air down.
Yes, exactly. Because the question is so stupid. For me, it's very easy. I always give you a very stupid question, and you have to very stupid answer, very fast, very easy. So you blow harder. If you blow harder, you go down. You soft, you go up. It's automatic. So when I go and play very soft, I'm going. My brain's going like. I'm gonna play very loud. My brain is going, no, go down like this. See? Let's try with him. Well, you're not warm up, but it's good. Since you're not warm up, I'm gonna try him now like this. Yeah, just like this. Cool. So you're gonna follow me here. Maybe for him, so you're gonna start very soft, and then you're gonna play loud and control the everything. Okay? No vibrato. 1, 2, 3. Do. And keep it so. Keep it. Just at the end, something happened. Just do it again. Let's play another note. Let's play a little higher. Higher is easier for you, right?
Depends.
Okay, let's play a little higher note. 1, 2. I'm gonna conduct it. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. Because I know he has a good player. If he weren't good, he wouldn't be encouraged. So I know he plays good. Just but he doesn't have to tell me anything. I know he's a good player. But when he's playing, just tell them, what are you thinking? Just let's try with the air. What do you think when you do this? What did you just play right now? What were you thinking with the air? What did you tell them? Here, right here. What happened?
I mean, it all has to be really steady, obviously.
Okay.
At the beginning, I use very concentrated air, but little quantity. As I get louder, I use more quantity, but less concentrated, so I can open up the sound. It also goes with conjunction of the embouchure, obviously.
Mhm.
The louder, the more open I need to be, and vice versa. So, yeah.
So you see, he applied this amateur stuff for his instrument, but it's the same for us. It's the same for other instruments. The clarinet is the same. He'll tell you, I do this amateur, whatever, but it's the same. Oboe player will tell you the same. So you see, but the most important thing is about the air. If he doesn't have the control of the air, the first time when he was playing pianissimo, he went a little bit. Yeah. What happened when you have playing a big solo? And that happened in the concert. You're like dying, because usually when a bassoon has a solo, he's like a solo. Just playing there. Whatever the solo.
Yes.
Play that. Okay, but you see, at the beginning, for you, the beginning was not good, because you kind of, because it has to,
Not the right read, right?
exactly. So these sounds come from so far, because in Stravinsky, this is the creation of the dinosaurs and all that. It's crazy. And then you see that movie Fantasia. It comes like that. It's the perfect thing. And this sound comes from very primitive sound. So something like oscura. But if you play, no, it has to come no tongue, right?
No tongue.
No tongue. You see, it's the same thing. Like I told you, he knows. No tone, because he doesn't. The sound has to come from mystery, from the world, destruction, and then something special comes there. It sounds this incredible sound. Imagine when they play um, that was night 1910. Yeah, that was, the premiere in 1910, right? 1910. Imagine in Paris, the composers that were there say, "What the hell's going on? What instrument is this?" It was a bassoon. Nobody in the history of the music wrote this high note in a very soft sound. So all the people is saying, "Oh my God, this guy is crazy. Stravinsky is stupid." They start throwing tomatoes and like this from the public. Imagine tomatoes. This is written. You can read the books. They will say, "Well, this is stupid guy. How could you do it?" But the guy was a genius. He's saying, "No, the history of the music. Nobody used the bassoon this high and soft in a solo. I mean, this is just crazy. It's like when Jimi Hendrix played in Woodstock, right? What happened? The people was going, this have too much marijuana with this guy. That's what the people think, because it was incredible that a guy does the national anthem of this country. And this guy takes a guitar and do this. Then goes with the teeth. The people, what's going on? It's the same. Maybe 90 years later, right? 70 years later. But this guy breaks the rules of the bassoon and does this. You see? And then, since this is so important, so you see the second time he played better. But he has to have this technical part to play. No tongue, air, power when you need power, crescendo, no crescendo. But you have to have the basics. It's this, right? If he doesn't have this very strong diaphragm, he could never play this. It's impossible. So it's a good thing to do. So whatever he did there is more or less the line of how you can keep the sound. You want to play something or no?
It doesn't matter. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff happening.
Usually, like I told him, I give a master class 1 week. I never do 2 hours, because for me it's not enough time. Because for me it's good to everybody to play and then do more. Because I like to talk about music. Yeah.
I have some rock.
Yeah. Okay. Let's play a little bit. There was when I studied with Robert Aiken in Freiburg, who was the principal from Toronto Symphony. They have a band school in summer school and Banff in Toronto. What they do is, for example, he is a bassoon player and studied with a flute player. Then the flute player is played with a violin. The violin player studied with a trombone. Because the way he want to do is that they talk about music, not about instrument. When I went to Switzerland and studied with Graf, and I was playing Cesar Fraccionata, and said, "Oh, no, you're not going to study with me. Go and study with the teacher." So I never went to a flute lesson. I went one day to study with a cellist, very famous, and then with a violin player. I never went to flute class. And then after 2 days, he told me, "Let me see what you learn." And then when I was with the violin player, I started playing Cesar Fraccionata, she told me, "I don't know, but if I were you, I would never breathe there, because when we play violin, we because I only changed the bow, and I said, yeah, but I don't have a bow. And I said, well, I don't care. It was the explanation. I don't care, because you cannot breathe like that. When instrument go da 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 da, it's too much, because they don't do this. They just go da, da. When they go da, da da, it's just this. But us, we need to breathe. Then how should we do to breathe? It will not interfere with the music, and that's the point for us to. And then for the wind, for the strings, there are things that we do. They say, "Oh, how can they do it?" It's just. But when somebody is producing music or conducting or whatever, he will tell you, well, the conductor will tell you, can you play soft and high C in the flute, right? Play a high C in the flute, soft. Just try.
I'll do my best.
Okay. High C, high C. Yeah, that one.
Not done.
So you see all what happened? Because I'm asking her something very difficult. Very difficult.
Right?
See, it's not normal. This will never happen. But the musician is a composer, right? Modern composer. Just guy or pop music, I don't know, whatever. And then you're in the recording. And then the guy who doesn't know how to write music very well. Because a lot of musicians, they do the computer. They don't know anything about real stuff. They don't know. They think because the computer tells you there, you can play, but you cannot play soft. The high C, right? So that's the thing. You have to know how to solve and what to do to be successful in whatever the composer is giving you. Unless you tell them, usually a flute player play very, 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 very pianissimo, it doesn't exist. And I say, oh, really? I didn't know. I thought, because in the computer says it's okay, because I just wrote a piece, 36-minute piece called Four Elements. You can see it in YouTube with my name, a classical music work. And then for two harps, choir, symphony orchestra, 150 people recorded. It's just for 2 weeks in YouTube and in Spotify too, whatever. And then I wrote a part. And then the harpist told me, my friend for 30 years, said, this is impossible. You cannot play this. I said, oh my God, why? Yeah, because in the harp, we cannot change the pedals that fast. So we have two harpists, and then with harpists, they couldn't do it. They said, because in the harp, you have to write it in harmonics. When you enharmonics, right? Enharmonics. So if they're playing a major, it will be if I play only flat part or only sharp part. So when I write all the flat, A major will be A, B flat, and E, right? But it sounds like A major, right? Right? But I wrote, she sees that because I didn't know, she's going like crazy trying to change the part, and it's impossible. So I have to redo 36 minutes of music and change whole into harps for blocks. What is all flat, all sharps, all flat, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. But I thought I knew about this. I didn't know nothing. So I learned, and that's why when somebody writes the music like Stravinsky, he might have had the chance to talk with a bassoon player before, a friend, and say, hey, you want to try this, man? Stravinsky in Paris, when I was drinking there, I'll try this. And then he came out with this. So let's listen to you with the Bach. Okay, very good. But for example, when you play the eighth notes, you're playing. You're playing short. I will play long, short. Like che lo she this all
Sure.
this.
Yeah.
You have to play long, because it's a flute sonata originally. So you have to first of all, it sounds a little bit like too nice, like too pretty.
Sure.
And Bach is not that pretty. German people, I lived there 5 years. They are funny in their way. I don't know how to explain that. They're funny in their way. It's like Brahms said, like my teacher told me, oh, we're very romantic. Oh, yeah. I said, yeah, German people said, because we make music, it comes through the heart, but first it goes to the brain. told me many times, my teacher, very famous teacher, Michel Schneider, principal, conductor, and he studied 4 years with him, but only Baroque music. That's what I know this. I studied 3 years, only Baroque music in German with him. And then he told me things like this, just sentences. For example, this, where you have to put the attitude of more German. This is more, a little bit American now, a little bit like Disney to Disney, more serious. It's imagine this music. It was not for Disney. It was music for these rich people, this king, whatever, and he's there with his friends or Frederick the Great. You know, he was a king. He was a flute player. Frederick the Great, Federico el Grande. He was a king, and his hobby was, I like to play flute. And then all these guys are giving him this wonderful music, but he's he's like Maluma, whatever he wants to. He's the king, or Shakira, or Ariana Grande. And he comes, Ariana, can you come here? Because I have the money. They tell Bach and his son to do music for them, and that's the way 200 years life was like this. So I would think it's not a funny piece. It's more. It has to be more elegant. But about articulation too. That's number one. And also you can do with the tongue different tongues. You can do the tongue with more okay. No, but I can read it anyway. But just this. If I do
Right.
It's just different, right?
Sure.
But you have to do this with the harmonic and intelligence. You're doing good because the first note of every first note of the measure, you have to do a little longer. But then in 2/4 you have a strong beat, and then the second beat is a soft or strong. Soft. Yeah. So you have 1, 2, 1. So every time you have the second beat, it's not as loud as the first one, right?
Right. Yeah.
But then with the articulation, you don't do the same. So you go, you can do, you can do, do. So it's not the same.
Right.
So if you see the harmonic part, the harmony is going to dominant to play different. I think you play the tonic or whatever part of the harmony.
Right.
So just start, and I'm going to show you right away when I see something that I don't like.
Yeah.
But don't rush. Because pam pararam pam pararam pam 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 pam. You go pam pararam. Why do you rush? Don't rush because you're just beginning.
Sure.
Don't give so much sugar at the coffee at the beginning. Because, or don't give too many kisses to your girlfriend the first night. Wait. Because when you go out with a girl, you need to have a little time. Because imagine, look at this. He's giving all the kisses right here, and he has to give kisses all this way. It's too soon. Just too much. Just relax. But elegant. Maybe you get more sweet later, but now just elegant. Pam 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 cello tito tito tito. Two voices. Pam pararam pam param pam 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 pam. Two persons. This is one person. This is the girl and this is the boy.
Sure. All right.
No. Don't play so short because when you play short, it sounds like funny. More Disney, no Disney. Because a violin player will never play. No, they'll play. They'll play. Detaché, you know?
Yeah.
They will play. No, never. They will never play. A cello will never play like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now and then do longer, not so short and softer. It's louder, softer, softer. Not so short. I don't want it to sound witzig, like funny.
Mhm.
It's not a joke. It's elegant.
Okay.
Pom, pom, pom. Elegant. So think about this. You know when they dance on the dun, ti, ri, tin, ta, ta, di, ti, dun, ta, ti, ta, ti. It's not like now. Ti, ta, ra, ta, ta. No, no, it does like this. Back then, you have to.
Mhm.
Why are you that? You can play this. You can try to dance. Dun, ti, dun, 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 tra, dun, 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 ti, to, ti, ta, to, ti, tro, dun, ti, dun, ta, ta, tin, dun, ti, tin, dun, dun, ti, ta, ta, ti, dun, ti. Everything is very elegant. You can do this, This is modern times. This is 200 years ago, 200 and something, 250.
Okay. From where should I?
Yeah, just from the beginning with new attitude, and then don't move, don't do too much for me.
Sure.
Now, just
All right.
concentrate on the music first, and then the lower note, you have to be with line,
Mhm.
a little louder. The up one, the eighth,
Mhm.
not so short, softer, not too short.
Sure.
It's not funny
Okay.
music. It's not funny. It's just nice, elegant music.
Okay.
Don't play. Détaché, de vale. Accelero lì. Tito, tito. Yo-yo ma. You say, tito, tito, tito. He doesn't go, no.
Mhm.
Go,
Yeah.
long. Tito, tito.
Mhm.
Wait, stop, because this is the end. This is like the coda. The music. He could have stopped there.
Mhm.
I have an idea. Tan, ta, ta, tan, ti, ta, 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 tan. You already finished before. Make a fake ending.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then just make like a small coda.
Okay.
But you notice something. This is the second theme, right?
Yeah.
So make it more. This is the beginning, and when you play here, you have a different attitude. It's just different
Okay.
because this is another kind of music.
Mhm.
You know. So, this is more dark, and now this is brilliant. Just play the beginning here, dark, and then play here. Let's see if they can understand this. Stop, and I'll play this like the sun. Exactly. You see, because this is the moon, and then this is sun. Why? The harmonic.
Mhm. Yeah.
What chord is this right
A
here?
minor.
Exactly. And what are you playing here?
Well, the tail is a suspension, so that's just F
Exactly.
major. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like F major.
Yeah.
Because you're in D minor. If I wanted to be sad, I play sad, song in D minor. Then you went major.
Mhm.
So when I was hearing you playing, since you were so happy in the first part, I'm listening. I know my ears telling me, "Oh, he's minor." I hear it. You're playing good. He's a good player, but it was something strange. Now that it analyzed, why? Because you're playing the dark music too happy,
Okay.
and the sound too. And then when you go to major, if you're a piano here, you hear a major chord after a minor, then it's like, what happened? And then, hey, how are you? You're happy, this. But in instrumental music, you have to exaggerate. So now you have the sound. You just play a little bit there, and then stop, and then they want to hear you happy, hear sun, and then go on and do the chord that I told you. Okay, and go now happy. Do. No. Pa, trumpet. Pa, you're in the castle, you know, the Federico Grande. He's there waiting for you. Oh, Master, how are you? Pa, oh, I'm the king. You know, this is the attitude.
Sure.
Don't play this too long. This is pom pam 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 pam. Yeah, yes.
Okay. From the beginning.
Major,
again?
major, major.
Sure.
Virtuoso. No. Violin. Don't think fagot, bassoon. No. Play violin. Look. You see, good player, Zuckerman, Perman, Khan, or whatever. You know, they don't play. No, they play. You see how much here, right here. Bow.
Okay.
Don't rush. No, because I sing too. I sing bad, but too fast. But don't rush. Elegance. What the problem is with American school is that it's too romantic for me.
Okay.
It's too much sweet because you're playing baroque music like romantic, like romantic music. I mean, romantic in the classical music. You know, it's so much like you know they didn't act like this. The German people, they're not like this. They're not like no, they're not like this. So so you have to be more. This kind of love, this romantic is not romantic music. It's too much.
Yeah.
Think more serious or something like more majestuoso. Yeah, majestuoso. This attitude. A conductor will tell you, majestuoso, orchestra, majestuoso, please, please. You know, think it's more elevated music. It's more, you know.
Yeah.
It's not so American. This is not Disney. It's not Disney. Okay. Elegant. Don't do too much. Don't rush. No, don't rush. You're going. Don't do that. It's bad taste. 1, 2, Okay, well, to me this is beautiful. But remember this: don't keep the cool.
Okay.
Keep the cool. You know, don't give the sugar so much. Don't give so many kisses all the time. Because the girl will get bored. If you guitar all the time, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. This guy, you know, I don't like this guy, man. He's always like this, telling me how beautiful I am. Oh my God, this is too much. Just keep, you know, German that style a little bit. Love with little space. Don't be so close to the people. Just stay here.
Sure. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's do from. Okay, when you playing the 16 note, then also don't rush. And it's better when you go ta 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 ta. Don't do ta 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 ta. Don't rush
Okay.
because it's to hold is better sometimes than rush because it's rushing is for the and you are a king. You have to be higher. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe from here. No, don't play. Da, 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 da. No. Da, da, dum, dum, da, 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 dum, da. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hold on.
Yes. Sí, claro.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
This is for flute alone. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that,
Yeah.
that's the flute alone.
Yeah.
So where do you, all, everything that he's playing and all of that freedom he's giving to this Baroque music, isn't that artistry that you were talking about earlier versus just playing?
Yeah,
I mean, it's complicated, isn't it?
yeah, it's complicated. What I'm trying to tell him, I think what is wrong for me about the interpretation is that you have to put yourself in that period of time, right?
Right.
And I feel like sometimes I think it has to be the America is a country with a kind of way of playing. Like say flute players, when I started with Bernie, very American, but come from a French teacher for Moise, right? Studied many years, and then when I went to Europe, I see the different style. It's like in Europe, the classical music, they have I know, let's say the American players play with this vibrato voices like Baker, right? Like that kind. Like French school, they don't play that much vibrato, and it has to do maybe of the way of the American people, the kind of life, all the jazz and all these things are happening here. There's more like here's more mixed about you live in New York like me, you have the chance to be so many things,
Right,
And
I'm
you
just
live-
thinking for him to keep the attention of the audience, doesn't he have to go be a little more artistic and free flowing, or would he be too boring if he stayed in that Baroque box?
No, because for me, it does. Well, for me, it doesn't sound. What I'm trying to tell him not to do things that it goes against the music itself. What I mean, this is not a funny piece.
Right.
That is my main point. Whatever sounds funny for me or it's not right, I would tell him. I don't want to play. This is not Baroque music.
I agree with a lot of what
Yeah.
you're telling him.
See that what I'm trying to tell him, don't just keep the cool when you will have many chances to do more. Like I said, don't give all the kisses right away.
Right.
Maybe in some part he will do, but he has to imagine. He answered very well because I told him, what is the first part? He said minor. What is this? It sounds like F major. It's very clear. But this is where he has to show this emotion.
Right.
Emotion in the minor key and major key. This is the motion, and this is what it's gonna be to the public. Go like, what? He start and then, then you will see the old lady listen to him. She's going like, then he will go like, You see, sometimes in a concert, people are doing something. Their faces they're like this. Maybe they're going like that. It's the same when you go to a rock concert. Maybe the people is like, and then you're like this because it's the bumps.
I think that's what he's trying to do by doing too much. is to get
Yeah, exactly.
everybody
That's what I'm
crying,
trying to say.
because there's no accompaniment to this.
No, but he can be, but
Exciting,
he can be excited doing it in the right way. For example, I will tell you one thing. If he goes to the international competition, bassoon in France, he will lose in the first round for sure, because no European will play this, even though he goes 2 American judges, the 6 others are Europeans, Russians, French, Italian, whatever, and he will lose for sure. Because if you study with my teacher in Germany, he will tell you this, because especially he plays only recorder, and he's a conductor. He has a baroque, which all original instrument. And since if you read the Quant's treatise from Quant's flute, he will tell you that you will never play this. That you will never in the baroque they will a fifth, a sixth. They will never do legato, right? Only third and maybe fourth, right? So if they respect that and you read that and they tell you 200 years nobody plays, so it sounds strange for me. For me, it sounds very strange because I'm thinking cello and strings. I'm not thinking bassoon. When I play the flute, the baroque, I play let me say it. Major chord, right? I started in A minor, but what you see that my show is, then you can hear I did something. I stayed there, minor, 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 and then when you go diminished chord, then but he's doing it well. I'm not worried about the harmony. I think he is clear, very good player, but I'm just trying to push him to the other side to see what maybe he cannot see. How old are you?
21.
Yeah, 21. I'm sure when he's 30, he will not play this way. Because when I was 21, I also will do this, because they will tell you, oh, do this, because this is just not good. Because if you hear the cello sonata, Yo-Yo Ma, he doesn't play like this. He never play, never. Not even a good solid player would play funny stuff very short. None. Why? Because they know it's bad. Because if they read about the tradition of the Baroque music, they will never play like this. It's the same piano player. A good piano player, when you play a Bach sonata, if you want to play in the piano, they have to think he was reading for a harpsichord. A harpsichord has no pedal, so the tone will go like, and it's finished. It doesn't go, no. You go, pling, there's no pedals. There you go. That's why Bach, the way they do, they write a lot of notes. They want a lot of sound, they put a chord, eight fingers. They want small sound, they put 3 fingers. They want little sound, they put 1 finger. That's how, because they have no pedal.
Yeah.
It's the same. They have no, the Baroque flute, it sounds like, I play Baroque flute.
Yeah.
It's just so problematic. With intonation, it's just crazy. Just, it will never sound so beautiful like this guy, or me playing, or whatever modern flute, So, but he doesn't have to do too much, because it sounds to me like he's in the wrong place. I think now he's playing better to me. When he's playing like this, détaché, because it's a violin language, you can put here, détaché, portato, whatever. Portato, it's like, you play, it's not, it's,
Right.
do you hear the difference? Portato in the violin is, right? It's go,
Right.
right? This is what you have to do with bassoon. You can do it very easily. So don't play. You play. No.
Right.
This is the difference. Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
When I'm singing, it's not the same. Portato. It's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is what you have to do. It's just the right language. If I play, I speak English with an accent, sometimes I cut some words or something. It's not perfect. So if I speak better, you can understand much better what I'm saying. Tell me. Go from here.
Yeah. I know. Here.
Okay, there.
Sorry, I need to play piano.
No, yeah, wait. Tira, no, tira. Because the end. Why? No, no, you
No, that's
again.
up.
Yeah, I know you mistake. Do it again. Yes, you see, this is speaking very clearly this English. Yo me voy a la casa, ta ta ta. Is the ending. He played before. Ta 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 ta. Why? Speaking bad. The language is bad. It's not the right speak. So because why? Because it's the end of the phrase. So he play ta 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 ta. It's not an end. Ta 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 ta. It's elegant, beautiful, has a little space in the last note. And that makes the listener, wow, this guy is so beautiful. Oh my God, this guy played from Curtis, played so beautiful. Go on. Do this. Long, 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 long,
Yeah.
long, long, long. No, because you have three chances. You see, you already know. And the third time. So you give it too much love at the beginning. Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Enjoy. More. More. Go. Okay, do it again. Now we're gonna do you one line, second phrase, third phrase, and then Max. I'm gonna give him some notes for him to enjoy now. Let him enjoy it. Then you are the virtuoso. Papi, 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 tati, tati. Long, tati, tati. Here, Bob. Do this again. Three different stories. Don't rush. More. Wait, don't move. Okay, now the feel of the music. If you're playing this, you're playing ta 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 ta. No, ta 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 ta. Yeah, then you start. Then you for 1 second the people is going. They don't know what you're going to do. They don't know. They're expected to do something. But if you go like this, ta 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 ta. No, because now the theater of the music is very important. You don't move, and then you surprise us with this beautiful ending. Just come play the last one. The last one. No. The ta 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 ta. They don't notice you're breathing. Even you can do ta 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 ta.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I
move.
understand. Yeah. Okay.
And also, if you are solid, I will never. I will play like this. If it were me, I play. I will never play a solid, and we will never play like this.
Yeah. Okay.
You play like this because people want to see you.
That's true. Okay.
And now you can move. Yes. Wait, because he could have ended there again. And this is the coda, this is the extra. Make a fake ending and then you go on. Okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Because you just went on. Why? Is it harmony, tonic? Then you go on. You know, this is from CP Bach, right?
Yeah.
This is in German, strong and drown. This is the you know what is the meaning of that? This is
forgot.
the after the Baroque time, they start having this kind of transition to the Romantic. They start doing things like this. This is your for the normal Baroque. It's too much. Oh, yeah. They were there. The composers start doing this kind of music, kind of strange. Drama is like drama. Drama, yeah, drama. That is the period. The sons of Bach. They're saying, "Oh, the music of my father is like this, but I'm gonna put some more stuff." And then these things incredible happening before the Romantic time. You know, later then after this, Mozart, young Mozart, start putting more chromatic stuff because you can hear more chromatic music there. So you have that thing. You have to be very clear about the period. You see, he can play more because this is not real Baroque. This is a little bit after Baroque. This is between the Baroque, and Mozart, whatever, and this classical music that start having this. This is not romantic music. This is just something that were happening, and he has to know this for him to not to be too far away.
I was interested in that ornamentation that you put at the end of that line. Yuppie, dotty, 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 da. I thought that was interestingly different.
Oh, you mean like
Your
a?
descent.
You mean oh,
Yuppie, boppy, 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 bop.
oh, the retardando, yeah.
That last note.
Yeah.
Is that written in there?
No, it's not. But it makes. I think it makes sense to do it there.
Because also one thing that we have to think. You know that those days, those guys, sometimes the people think about, oh, jazz music, they improvise. So these guys used to Bach, they sit and start, they start improvising. It was something that, and we think, oh, only the jazz players know how to improvise. No, 200 years ago, 300, especially keyboard playing, they were doing this. They have like, you know, like chords like E major, whatever, and their style, they put 6/4, whatever, and they were doing the stuff, improvising. I used to play with an organ player in Frankfurt when I was living there, that he went to organ improvisation competition in Europe. Maybe in America, I'm sure they have it also, but I know in Europe they have it. And they give you music, and you start improvising, not in the sense of a jazz music, but in the sense of a Baroque music interpretation. And that's what they do. They when they were a singer, they put 6/4, 2, whatever. Like nowadays, you put a major, augmented fifth or flat 7, whatever. They have the way of writing, and they put there, and the singer, and they were just accompanying. Imagine they were not so stupid to write such a great music. I cannot believe they can only do this. These are great musicians.
Yeah.
Even now, a genius tried to write this, you cannot do it. That's that perfect. So we have to think they were very advanced too. I mean, this is the son of Bach who grew up listening to his father all the time, and he said, "Oh, I like to do this," because maybe like nowadays, now it was before 30 years ago, it was like more pop, whatever, and then the rap, and then the trap, and then whatever, reggaeton, whatever, and the music goes on. And then, of course, they wanted to do something new. So much so that after Bach came all his sons and other people, then comes the classical, the Mozart, start doing more stuff, and all those composers, they were a lot not so famous, but they are there, the music, you know. And then came other people, and then, you know, Beethoven, then Brahms is like after this. And then, you know, the Italians, they do their way, you know, Verdi, Puccini, who was very famous, very romantic. You listen to Puccini, is like Broadway, right? They copy what Puccini did 100 years ago. Rachmaninoff, all the music, Rachmaninoff, the harmonies is like listening to some of the pop music. Barry Manilow 30 years ago. It's just copying Chopin and Rachmaninoff. Come on. So what you have to do is that as performers, we have to know not only play by heart, like the German says, they always tell you, use a little bit the brain. You have to do the study to play better. Even nowadays, a jazz player, right? You study a lot of things. It's not like before the analytical part, right? Nowadays in America, to study jazz is incredible. They analyze everything, every chord, whatever Coltrane did, whatever that he used this note. Sometimes you are so confused, right? But they have to study to discover why. Because Charlie Parker wasn't thinking, oh, I'm gonna play the 11th, whatever. I think they were just playing a lot of what they felt, and then Miles, other people started more writing because some of them they just play, they just felt this, and it was natural. Their ears were expanding, and they didn't know. Well, they knew, they felt it, and they did it. You know that Carlos Santana, he doesn't know anything about music. Santana. And then Miles Davis said, "Oh my God, this is one of the best musicians ever. This guy is a genius." Miles Davis, imagine, when he met this guy. And he said, "Oh, here's the music." And then Carlos Santana said, I don't know what it is, but let's play. And they play, and then the guy, "Oh, this cat's good, man. This cat is the best." And this guy doesn't know anything, not even one note. He doesn't care. But when you hear Santana, wing, you hear that sound, unique. Paco de Lucia, the guitarist, the Spanish, the same. He doesn't know any chords. He doesn't know anything. But when the John McLaughlin, when the Americans were there, they said, "Oh my God, what is this guy? He doesn't know what chord." But whatever they tell him to play, he just play it. Because this is important to understand. The classical music has sometimes make people limited in our brain, and you have to be very open because life is not like this. And I give you right now 3 examples. Prince is the same. In the book of Miles Davis, you see what he's talking about Prince. He said, "Oh my God, this is so funky, man. He's a cat. Oh my God." But this is crazy. Prince, the kind of music that Prince was doing is not normal stuff. Come on. It's just very progressive rock, and the way he dress up, and all the way he act, the way he performed. I saw him in concert when this guy goes with the guitar, and 4 women are like this, touching it. Like, it's just crazy. It's just very advanced. And that's, I think, very important in music that nowadays, even the classical players, they can, I mean, right now, it's not like 30 years ago when we studied with Bernie. Because life is not the same as 35 years. Now, she has the internet the whole day. She's in the phone all the time. My son, too, 13 years old. So they have access to so many things. So let's take the technology in our favor, right? And that's what let's do the end or whatever he was doing.
The ending?
Yeah,
Sure.
So about the a fake ending and then finish.
Sure.
Fake ending and a coda. Fake ending. The Baroque. Ta 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 ta. Tito 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 tito. Now that is their humor. It's all no. It's I want to trick you. It's this kind of small detail. It's not no. It's like German 250 years ago. It's a long time. Do the last like from here, and don't play long 8, please.
Okay, sure.
Short, I mean.
Yeah, and I
please.
go what you mean.
No. Pampi, yeah, and surprise. No, it's not this. It's not joking now.
Yeah.
Oh, pop, pop, oh, beep, beep, oh, beep, beep, oh. No, it's not joking now.
Let me do it from before.
Yeah. No, don't play. after you finish, don't move. The theater. Then you go like this. Stop 1 second. Don't move. Break. No, it's over. You go like this. Then you breathe or do something. But you know, the magic of the music is also that us, we have no words, we have nothing. We have just the sound. So you have too many things for the people to understand. If you stay 2 seconds for your, it will feel like 2 years. But just hold a little bit because the people, they're not going to applaud until you finish. Because nice applaud. This is just a small trick. I do think many
No,
times, but I
yeah,
think it's
totally.
don't. It's the same. I tell you many times. Don't give so much sugar in right away. Wait a little bit. Sometimes it's better to hold something for the people always to discover.
Yeah.
Because maybe if you give everything right away, then you have no chance to offer something new. It's the same at the beginning. Keep it cool, and then you have so much. But I think maybe your teacher is telling you to play like this, too much rubato because of this. I'm not. I don't invent this. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you
sure.
read a book, it's called Strong and Drang. That's it in German.
Yeah.
This is like what they call the fire, like electricity. Strong is the el rayo.
Storm, yeah.
Yeah, el rayo, the boom, electricity. ¿Cómo se dice?
Thunder.
Thunder, yeah, yes. And drama, thunder and drama. That's the name exactly. You can read it in any book. I'm not inventing this. Go to the library and look my name, and you write me in. Oh, you have reason. I'm not telling
No,
you
I
small.
know. I studied music history.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So you see, I'm not inventing. I studied this 4 years of my life every day, so I know this. So I read the whole thing, the Quans. I read it myself, the whole book like this. I know exactly what I'm telling you. So what I'm telling him is don't do it only by feeling or because your teacher tells you, no, do short here because I like it. No, because you have to question. Why are you telling to do just short for what? So you have nothing to do with the music.
It's true. Yeah.
So you have to, it's because I'm sure your teacher is very famous and all that. It is true, it's good. But then you have to have your own personality. But maybe sometimes you have to question your own teacher and say, oh, maybe, let me see. Let me read. Let me find other players. Let me see what do they play. And actually, this is modern instrument.
Yeah.
When you play with Baroque bassoon, it doesn't sound like this. And the Baroque flute also, it doesn't sound like this at all. Although they play very good, the virtuosos like my teacher, the people who play Baroque bassoon, you cannot believe how good they play. But there are limitations, right? But they make it. They work so hard. It sounds incredible, but it has limitation, intonation, right?
Yeah.
So many problems. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
I think that's a question, and we finish after this, right?
Sí, mi pregunta era que si tenía algún consejo o algún ejercicio específico para lo que son esas canciones que tienen esos trineos a mitad de canción.
It's asking me if there's tricks about the trills that some songs have trills in the middle of that, but tiene que ser más específico, como que, like what?
Un consejo, porque a mí por ejemplo se me hace muy difícil a veces tocar un trineo en mitad de la canción y se empieza a ir algún gallo o se escucha mucho aire a la hora de tocar ese trineo. Si tiene algún consejo, algún ejercicio.
He's saying that when he's playing in the middle of a song, when he has some trills, right? And he missed that. Y la respuesta es que igual, the thing that how people have to work, you have to be smart when you study. Like if I tell you, for example, play long, I will do an scale, and you work with ese problema específico. You work with that problem. For example, if I tell you you're playing too short, then I will play until you have the like a cello. Because they will look at the bow. They will go So what happened? The bows is here. When they go here, is it louder or softer?
Well, which direction?
If I go like this,
It's louder.
Yes, and if they go this is softer.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm giving you. I'm not inventing this. I know this. Even God comes here to tell me. I would say no, it's God. I'm sorry. It's not like this because the physical aspect of the cello will make you do this. On. They don't do nothing. They just do because the bow is going up, and if the bow is here, right, it's going to be soft. Period.
Yeah.
There's no way that if I go on, I'm not. He's not going on. No, he's going on, and he's going in the middle of the bow.
Yeah.
Or if he starts in the middle, it will be here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not stupid. I'm telling you exactly why.
Of course. Yeah.
So you do an exercise using this, like I do this. What I'm telling you, I do it many times. I play scale, G major. Portato. Decciate, detache. Portato. So you play. Tenuto. Tenuto. Ti. Yeah. So if you read ask your friends at Curtis about a cello player. How can you play the tache for me? How can you play a scale portato? Yeah, can you play pizzicato? But you play martellato. Can you play? You see, there are many things. The strings they have many ways to explain. Us, we're stupid because we think they're like staccato. No, this is not. But I don't think like this. When I play Baroque music, I made many tricks. I used all the time when I play. I was in master class in Brussels, in Belgium, and the guy was telling yeah, but what do you do there? I said, well, I don't know. Yeah, you are doing something. I said, wow. And then because when I started with Schneider, I use a lot re, and flute players don't. I use all the time re in the Baroque music. And instead of playing ta 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 ta, I play tenuto. On the scale. You see the first it's
totally.
different.
Totally
Then
different.
Yeah. You see, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not.
Ridiculous.
It is. It's something there strange that I'm doing. That they do it with the bow,
Right.
but we don't do it because we are very lazy.
Makes sense.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Quiero tomarlo a little picture with the participants here. Si quieren acercarse un
Así vamos a
momentico.
estar todos juntos, sí, una foto, de recuerdo.
And thank you to Huascar. Bienvenido a Filadelfia. Tomorrow, Venezuelan Expression.
Ah,
Thank
you
you.
come to the concert tomorrow.
Venezuelan
Because
Expression.
you're gonna like,
5 p.m.
especially you're gonna like, yeah, you're gonna like it. It's good. With the band, yeah. Yeah, come. Venga.
Thank you, guys.